Oh man, this is very interesting now that Gunna's been released, and his lawyer has released his statement saying Gunna did not snitch to get out of jail. He has said nothing and is not cooperating. His plea statement cannot be used in court against any other defendant. So please stop spreading lies. Let's look at what Gunna said.
In court, some startling statements.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
I don't necessarily believe that Gunna snitched in that. Gunna only said that even though it was only him and Young Thug in the car, that the guns and the drugs were not his. I mean, I don't know if that's he didn't snitch. It was more snitch-ish, and that should be a new show. And I guess confirming that YSL is a gang, and he knew that people in YSL was doing criminal activity. I guess that's not telling either. I guess we're gonna move this goalpost however we see fit for those who are into Gunna's music. I'm old, but I'm just looking at the facts of the case, and I think Gunna's a great guy, you know. I think he's a great young man. I don't think he should even necessarily have gone to jail. But I'm guessing people are upset because he must have purported or shown that he was in the streets as some type of gangster or something like that, or some street guy, and in reality he wasn't. All I can say is to people watch this video, to the youth, to young brothers, leave these streets alone, man. It's just not worth it. I mean, if you have millions of dollars and you've made it as an artist, just do your art. You don't have to be tough. There's no reason for you to want to fit in with anybody. Just do your art, do your work. It's just not worth it. I mean, at this point, we've seen just countless movies and documentaries which show us that the street life is just a game you can't win, no matter how hard you think you're playing or how hard you're trying to play the game. It's just a game where the odds are stacked up against you. And it's also a game in which the record companies want you to take these routes so that you can eventually get locked up, run out of money. They retain your publishing and your masters. And at the same time, for whatever reason, you seem to be incentivizing other youth to come in and take your place and to repeat this same vicious cycle. So I say, this whole gangster rap and this culture, enough. It's just time to let it go. Shit. I mean, where you going with this? I mean, it's not like y'all are being gangsters and you're affecting any other race. You're only killing, robbing, and hurting your own people. You're only preying on the weakest in your communities. You wouldn't dare go outside that community to buckhead with this shit because you know the consequences. So at this point, it's just not worth it. Get a trade, get you a skill, just do something else. But this street shit, this whole I'm a tough nigga, the cycle has to be broken eventually. It's like time to let this cycle go. And, it's over. And to Gunna, just rap about what happened and why you did it. Just say, listen, I'm not about to face 50 years of my life. I want to be out here free. Just accept what you did and move on. But for your lawyer to even come out with this statement saying you didn't snitch, what lawyer did you hire that even used the terminology snitch? Right? Like, was he using this jargon in court? Look, man, call me.